Hey! Hi! Well, hello there! Welcome to Warframe. If you're new to the game, then this is a quick video going over the various consoles in your ship, what they do and how they work. The next video will probably be about missions, how to play them and what to look out for. Consider this an absolute noob guide to Warframe, for people who downloaded it but never seen a single video or live stream about it. Let's head to the ship. First up, going from left to right in your ship, there are 7 consoles. The first one is the Codex. And in the Codex you can see what quests you have. You can select what quests you want to focus on by clicking on the top right and select all or story, side quests or Warframe related quests. Warframe related quests are special quests to obtain a new Warframe through a series of missions. We're talking about Warframes like Titania, Limbo and Nidus. The Universe tab can give you information about companions, mods, factions and features an art gallery with fan-made art as well. In the mods and relics sections, the items that are grayed out are the ones you haven't found or discovered yet. The Librarian tab has a librarian telling you information about a Warframe's lore, their background, how they came to be. Should the digital extremes make more, they can be featured here. The training section can explain movements, damage types, clan system and your sentinel system. Though a bit lackluster, most information is there and not enough new players make use of this, as it is not prompted in the game when you first start playing. And lastly, the mission tab. This tab will give a brief explanation on what mission entails what objective, how to do it and what they mean. The second console is about Syndicates. Here you can, at Mastery Rank 3, pledge an alliance to a faction you wish to support. If you were to support, let's say, New Loka, you also go up in standing with Parent Sequence, as they are allied. The other 2 factions, Steel Meridian and Sevalon Suda, will go down in standing. Up to minus 44,000 is the lowest, and you will be hunted by those factions randomly when doing a mission. At minus 22,000 you get an Xmas squad, and at minus 44,000 you get an Xmas platoon. Now the Plexus is about Railjack. Here you can quickly mod your spacecraft for actual space battles. But you unlock this after you've done the second dream quest by unlocking the planet Neptune. More on those details probably in a future video, so get subscribed if you found this video helpful thus far and you want to learn more about Warframe. The middle console is your navigation console. This will take you to the planet selection menu, and in the top right you can select a quest or any alert that may be going on, invasions, syndicate missions and relics. We'll leave the other 2 tabs for later, as those are considered endgame content. After the navigation console there's the news console. Any information like a new Warframe, new packs, holiday events, patches and updates and the like are listed in this console. Note that they will open your console's browser or your Steam browser overlay. Console number 6 is the Conclave. This is essentially PvP. It is a barren wasteland that only the brave enter. As you can't use your regular modded Warframe or weapons, you have to grind for separate PvP specific mods. Also, not a lot of people play this. You're welcome to give it a try, but don't get your hopes up. The last console is the market console, on the right side of your ship's nose. Here you can buy things with platinum, and platinum being the premium currency of Warframe. But a lot of things, if not everything, you can farm and grind for in the game, with the exception of fashion items and skins. I do recommend checking out the seasonal tab, as sometimes with Valentine or with Easter there are special free items you can get with credits. And credits being the currency that enemies drop. So you'll eventually have tons of credits and are free to spend it on those items. And lastly, there's the Nightwave. A Nightwave is a special daily and weekly challenge you can do to earn Nightwave credits, which you can exchange for so-called potatoes, the reactor and catalyst. More on that later. Going down to the main area of the ship, over to the left you have your mod station. In your mod station it can get quite overwhelmed at first. So let's start from the top. Fusion means you upgrade your mods to become better. It will cost you credits and endo, both of which you can find during missions or in the case of endo, upon mission completion. If you select 4 mods you can use something called transmute. This basically means you merge 4 mods or 4 of the same mod into a single new mod. If you have the credits for it, give it a go, you might end up with a brand new mod you don't have yet. But selecting a mod or multiple mods, you can also sell them for credits or dissolve them into endo. As you play, you accumulate mods, and considering you need a lot of endo for higher tier mods, you might want to consider stocking up and dissolving the ones you don't use on a somewhat regular basis. The last section is item treasures. You sometimes can find little sculptures in missions, and you can see which ones you have here. Additionally, if you have stars, cyan stars and or amber stars, you can slot them into the sculpture, making them worth more. You can sell or extract them at Maru in Maru's Bazaar on Mars once you have done the quest for that. Once you hit Mastery Rank 2, you can start trading items in there as well. If you're not in the clan already, you can also sell them in the clan at the training station. If you want, you can hit me up when I'm live streaming here on YouTube or on Twitch, or ask to join the Picnic Party clan. We love to help newer players find their way in Warframe and help them with various missions to progress further in the game. Anyway, next to the mod station, you have the incubation station. That rhymed. After you're done on Venus and do the junction to unlock Mercury, you unlock a side quest called Howl of the Kubro. After you've done that side quest, you'll unlock this station and you can start breeding a Kubro. This is done with an incubator bowel core which you can get from the market in the front of your ship for 50,000 credits. Bear in mind that you need a special type of resource called Argon Crystal as well, which you can only get from an area called the Void. So this might be a bit further in the game than you would like. You can also find them in a special resource cache, should there be one in an exterminate mission or in a spy mission. But upon completing the Howl of the Kubro, you do get all the necessary stuff that you need in order to start breeding your first Kubro, so bear that in mind. Across from the mod station you have the Foundry. Here you can craft warframes, weapons, sentinels, you name it. If you can craft it, you can farm it, you can do it here. You do need special resources for each item though, so make sure to check back regularly, especially in the beginning, to see if you can craft something that you haven't crafted yet. Next to the Foundry you have a space for your Sentinel to hang out, which you can have access to in the Arsenal, the main and largest station in the middle of your ship. Right, so in the Arsenal you can access everything, from warframes to weapons, Sentinels on the second tab, your gear wheel and emotes on the third tab, and Archwing on the fourth tab. The Archwing can be acquired from doing the Archwing quest, which you can acquire by unlocking Mars via the Mars Junction on Earth. In the Arsenal you can equip other warframes and other weapons. To take weapons as an example, don't be afraid to click on them. Despite showing a platinum value, they also have a blueprint. This will tell you if you need to farm for its components, or can outright buy the blueprint, spend some resources in the Foundry and build it that way. In addition, some warframes require a boss to kill or a special quest, which the game will tell you if you hover your cursor over the blueprint option. Take Titania for example, she's from the Silver Grove quest, but Zeren doesn't tell you where to get her, meaning she's likely for a drop from a planetary boss. And the same goes for weapons, some need a clan dojo, others are part of a quest and some drop in the game. Lastly, we have the relic system, nicely tucked away in a corner. Now see, as you complete various missions, you might come across these relics. After completing the Mars Junction, you can get the Void Relic segment, which can be used to open up this particular system. There are 4 eras of relics: Lith, Meso, Neo and Axi, with Lith being the easiest and Axi being the hardest in terms of mission level. In order to crack these open, you need to head to the Void Fissure tab in your navigation console, which we showed earlier in the video. Then during a mission, the enemies will drop something known as a relic trace. Once you've picked up 10 traces, you've cracked open the relic.
You have collected enough reactant to open your relic.
And on mission completion, you get one of the 6 items that were inside that relic. Now these can lead to prime warframe parts, or prime weapon parts, or even forma, which is essential for making your weapons and warframes stronger. If you are still confused on what all of these things do and would like a more in-depth guide, because let's face it, it's a lot to take in, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. Or, if you want to see for yourself and get a live demonstration, join the live stream here on YouTube or on Twitch, link in the description. This is the first in a new player friendly guide for the absolute new players who hasn't seen a Warframe live stream or a Warframe video before they even downloaded the game. But let's face it, we all started at Mastery Rank 0 with zero knowledge about the game, and the majority of us are eager to teach new players, so consider this guide a starting point. In the next video we'll talk more about missions, mission types and what to take note of. Until then, remember to stay safe, stay healthy and stay frosty.